Okay, this is a rough cut. This is a rough cut of something I was working on a few months ago. Back in middle school, back in 2007, I had an idea for a sports cartoon. Then I cut the project right at the back because I thought it wasn't going to work. I couldn't believe it. Almost 20 years later, I'm doing it again. In 2018, 2019, I decided to try it again. This time, Beastars came out. Okay, Beastars came out. I saw Beastars. Okay, it's possible. Now, I kind of do have a rough cut right here, but a modern cut. I do have a modern cut of this video tape of this, but it still has problems in it because this just started ideas. This started from like this started off as an idea. It never really made it. Now this came back in February 29, a couple years ago, about maybe a year ago. This whole year, and I never got done with it. But I had to cut. I had to cut one city. Now most of the cities in here are mostly cities in my county. This has changed a lot again. One character had to get cut right off the bat. Now I'll tell you what I mean in a minute. But first, I put cities in here that I mostly been to, used, and mostly did this and that. It worked out perfectly. One character had to get cut, and I'll tell you that why. Now I don't want to do nothing that flew, and I did not want to do nothing. I didn't want to do with humans or anything that flew. So Centerville, Minden, White Pigeon, and Sturgis had to get changed. Well, Centerville, Constantine had to get changed. Constantine became a coyote. Minden became a mink. And Sturgis became stallions. White Pigeon got cut right off the bat. White Pigeon, I couldn't use a bird. White Pigeon is a Native American. Well, the crap's happening now. I couldn't use it. I couldn't even use White Pigeon because I don't want to. I was going to use a pigeon, but I thought, wait, I don't know if it flies for one reason. I don't want to animate fly. No offense, but when I had the idea for the cartoon, I was thinking about flying animals. To this day, I'm thinking about flying animals. I don't want to add no insects. I do not want to add no birds. No offense, it's just that it's not what I'm into. I just don't want to animate flying things, if you know what I mean. But everything else here is practically the same. I mean, most of the thing in here was already done. But yeah, I add some cities. I added some cities here that don't exist in the area, but you know, Acme, Buchanan doesn't exist in my town. Broke, Centerville, Magic City, Constantine, Centerville. They do. Famous Township, Factorville, Fairfax, Fall River, Flowerville exists. Lockport Township, Leonidas, Minden, Moore Park, Montville, Nottawa, Parkville, Pathfinders, Three Rivers, Sturgis, all over this area. But Climax Scotch is actually a secret one. Climax Scotch used to be in our league, but they're no longer in our league. They went somewhere else. But I added them into this book. I also had Stevenson Wallace. At the Daggett Stevenson Wallace area, because that's where I was up north. I loved being up there. It was fun. This is a real old piece of paper here that it's outdated. I have a modern piece of paper. I'm just trying to get it right now. But yeah, I had an idea for a sports cartoon, and this was kind of like the rough cut of it, but it never got made. Still had some bugs in it. But a couple of these characters had some secrets. Okay, like for example, a couple of these cities used their zip code. Magic City, Constantine. I still got to work on this still, but this is old and outdated. This is wrong. Don't worry, I got a modern cheat sheet on the modern book, so this is for a future date. Missed. I'll play the track. But yeah, I was working on a sports cartoon over 10 years ago. Still haven't worked on it yet. Still trying to work the bugs. The Hellhound cartoon. Yes, they're working on the Hellhound cartoon this year. I got 2 characters done with. A rewrite from from 2 years ago. I'm still working on it because I have got the characters. All those characters are done. Okay, they're all ready to go. I just have to write them up. Which I've been doing that for. I did 2 of my characters already, which are done with. I just got to work on a few other characters. A character that everyone knows, Armorin. One of my first. Now I want to know where's Armorin at? Where's Armorin at? Where's Armorin at? Well, Armorin is actually in the book. In Hellhound, a book I'm working on called Hellhound Friends. Armin's actually in the book. Armin is me. When I'm on Earth, I'm Tyler, but when I go to hell, I'm Armin. So technically, Armin is just got transferred to a book. So yeah, if I don't make the cartoon like I want to, since I can't animate, so I don't know how, if I can't animate and it doesn't work, I'll always make a book. I'll just make the book, type up the sucker, get the thing published. There we go. We have Armin. Armin's in a book still. If it doesn't work, I mean, eventually Armin will get made. I hope I finish it. If I can do, I mean, I'm just trying to write. Right now I'm writing the pilot. Okay. Eventually, I want to get the pilot, the cartoon done with the Hellhound Friends I want to get the Hellhound Friends pilot made first. Then maybe get a sports cartoon pilot made. Both of them I want to get made, but I won't put on the channel. If they do good, then I will go in production, making this stuff, and get it go in production. But, you know, that's a lot of work, asking for one person like me to do. Right now, we have no internet right now. That's what I'm doing this for. No internet. The time right now is 1:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 7th, 2025. Now, I'm watching a DVD right now because nothing else is working right now. So I'm going to maybe do some more writing. I'll get the spare batteries for the camera. I also have two, remember guys, I actually have, I mean I can't use the tablet right now, but I got the camera, I got the handy cam I'm using right now, I got an air camera I can use, I got 3 GoPros, and I got spare batteries for the handy cam we're using right now. I really want to know why my numbers are going down to 0. My numbers are up to up to 18 something, now it's down to something else, but guys, I know I've been on Twitch too long. I'm going to maybe stop doing Twitch. I'm going to Twitch maybe once a week now. Right now, guys, we have no internet right now, so I'm going to try to film this camera with videos. So, yeah. I'll be right back with spare batteries and this stuff, and maybe start working on it. Go. Spare batteries, pencil box, and a couple other things we need to do. I just need the batteries, and that's it. Fuck.
The rest, the cooler with ice and water was next best at 15 minutes. Then the freezer at 25. Guys took half an hour. If the fridge is your only
So who's next you're doing?
invite the gang back tomorrow.
This thing is so the way this thing made it, guys, that I have a seal from the 3O's library on here. So next character is Wyatt.
CO2 fire extinguisher did everything hands down in 3 minutes.
Well, so are we going to be able to improve on these with our own little inventions?
Well, that's our challenge. Can we build a device that can cool a six-pack down in less than 3 minutes?
Well, looks like it's back to the machine shop.
Time to get to work. The Mythbusters build team is on the trail of a mystery. A strange battery-like jar that dates back 2,000 years.
Wyatt.
Could it be true? Was there ancient electricity?
Wait a minute, we have...
Right, alright.
This myth hinges on a single, credible, seemingly...
Okay, I'm gonna rewrite this up again. I'm gonna have to rewrite this over again.
In the 1930s, an urn was found in Baghdad, and it dated to somewhere between 250 BC to 250 AD. And what they found in this urn was a copper pipe, an iron rod in the center, it had a cork made of asphalt at the top, and residue of an acidic liquid on the inside. So all of these things point to this being an ancient battery.
Is this a 2,000-year-old battery? Supposedly batteries were only invented 200 years ago. It's an urn containing an iron rod inside a copper pipe, suspended in acid. To test this story, the build team will make their own. And if it works, try to find out what it might have been used for. First stop, the pots.
Have you ever tried to throw a pot before? At a person or like on a wheel? Obviously you're a pottery expert. I'd rather throw china, it's sharper.
John Delwad cheerfully admits he doesn't know a darn thing about ancient batteries, but pots.
My guess would be that they're using terracotta, which is just pretty much what they dig up out of the ground.
So, Terracotta Pottery 101 is in.
I think I'm gonna end up sweaty, messy with a really nice ashtray for my mom.
Under John's guiding hand, they'll make pots 6 inches high with a 1.5-inch hole in the top.
Good question, Bob.
And yes, for the record, he does get asked about that movie Ghost all the time, so don't.
I think this is a fun myth to do. I mean, we're using history, we're putting a little science to it.
In the end, 10 terracotta pots get made.
Look at my pot!
Now, to turn them into batteries. Remember, there was an iron bar and a copper tube inside the pots. And that matters, because different metals have different electrical properties.
Of course, we have 2 different kinds of metals here. Zinc, and this would be copper. And they work as electrodes, and the lemon works as an
Q4.
electrolyte. So, here's our little voltmeter. And see if we can get some sort of charge out of this lemon.
This is a classic school science experiment.
ENA.
Acidic lemon juice is stripping electrons off the copper, and they're flowing to the zinc, creating an electric current.
It looks like we're getting almost a volt out of just this lemon. Problem is, Baghdad Battery said they used iron and copper, so I want to see if you can possibly get a charge of these 2 metals. Well, it's substantially less. You get about a third
STUFF.
of the volts you can get with zinc as you
More
get
colon.
iron.
Yeah,
So
I'll do
the
it.
iron-powered battery makes a lemon look good. The results are similar with other possible ancient acids like grape juice and vinegar.
And the grape juice, we are getting
Okay, that one's
8, 9.
But ever the optimists, the build team goes into mass construction mode.
STUFF. STUFF.
Lemon juice stings when it gets in your eye. That's a nice, tight
Okay.
hit. Now I'm gonna test the voltage. 0.269.
That's area code in the area.
The lemon gave us more than that.
A third of a volt. A shocker by any definition.
Oh wait, yeah, that was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah, how do you think they would get this idea? Okay, I'm gonna take this clay pot, I'm gonna stick an iron rod in the center, and then I'm gonna make a plug of pitch and put a copper tube around the outside and get it to do absolutely nothing.
Okay, there we go. Done.
Do better by wiring all 10
Stuff.
of their new batteries together.
Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Wait a minute, we have...
Right,
Holy! We have 4 volts! 3 volts! Yeah!
we did it.
A picture of efficiency this ain't.
Okay, it's done with.
A rack of bowling balls as powerful as a half-dead flashlight. But it is a battery, an ancient battery. And now the question needs to be answered, what was it used for?
These things are cool, but can't use them now. I can't use them.
The Mythbusters are turning their collective brain power to the needs of the party-going public. Can they make a machine to chill a six-pack in under 3 minutes? Adam's idea is a kind of chilling funnel, a copper tube coiling through dry ice.
Here they do that. That's better. My OCD.
Here, we'll have a funnel here, and it'll go through the coil and come out here, hopefully, perfect temperature.
So that's all I'm gonna do right now, guys.
Is taking a different approach by heating up a metal sheet.
It's much softer.
I don't know what to write, guys. This is the thing. I don't know what I should write about. I don't know how I should write about Wyatt. Good baby. Bring me your banana.
Surface area in there, and so what I'm intending to do is
Good baby. Bring me your banana.
dip this into liquid nitrogen and
So I'm gonna put this up. I'm just gonna leave you guys on here to kill some time.
Super cool metal will be dipped into the beer, blowing out the heat, and hopefully leaving it perfectly chilled.
look at that. You didn't shake these up, did you? No, I promise. Now I know you won't believe me. I had to goof the camera. That's cool. How did you do that?
I know you don't necessarily appreciate the competition thing, but I just say it's never not entertaining to me to see how different the solutions you and I can come up with are. I mean, it's always really fascinating.
What will be fascinating is seeing if either of these ideas actually work.
It's the sound of metal. It's the sound metal makes against dry ice. I've got a room temperature beer. I've got an empty glass, which I'm going to put under here. And I got to attach my funnel. Timing.
So warm beer goes in here and should come out cold here.
Interesting. Come on, come on. All right, well, I see that the first problem I have is actually I got the beer too cold. My coil is so cold, I can tell that it's probably freezing the beer on its way down, which is why it doesn't just immediately start pouring out. Now that is one cold beer. It's at 32 degrees. I mean, it's ice, ice, cold, baby.
Well, I think it's a beer chiller. You can put a handle on it so it won't chill my hands. And the idea is that this will get dipped into either liquid nitrogen or some other substance that will cool it down, then I'll dip this in a beer.
Liquid nitrogen, the bartender's friend.
Internet's back, finally it be.
Minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. Whoa. Everything's creeping in. Bummer. It only took it down a few degrees. I think most of the beer ended up right there. I guess I gotta leave it in there for a little while longer.
It seems as bartenders, Jamie and Adam make very good Mythbusters. They've both got work to do before the final chill-off.
All right, let's try this.
The build team has made an ancient batteries. They're weak, but the challenge now is to find out what they might have been used for.
Well,
My
through
beard.
our research, we've actually come up with 3 different possibilities of what this electricity could have been used for. One of them is electroplating.
Good work.
Well, the next one is pain relief through acupuncture needles. And the third is experiencing God.
Well, that one sounds the most likely to me. I mean, you've got this weird stuff that's, look what happens, you know, it can give you a shock. They're not going to understand where it's from. And so, put it to some religious use.
Clearly, there was some serious head-scratching going on in the research department. But so be it. The build team will test the ancient battery's potential for electroplating, pain relief, and divine intervention. First, electroplating. It uses an electric current to coat a metal object with another metal by drawing particles out of a salt solution. In this case, coating copper with zinc. Some of the ancient batteries will provide the charge.
You can see the little bubbles forming. I'm pretty sure that means it's working.
They'll leave the electroplating overnight and use the time to check out the second possibility, pain relief.
Don't feel hurts?
And the needle? That wasn't too bad.
Therapeutic acupuncture has been around for more than 2,000 years. For the last 50 years or so, a low-voltage, pulsing electrical current has been added to help relieve pain.
Oh, I feel my chi moving.
Yeah.
My chi is moving.
So, used correctly, electricity does seem to offer pain relief. But what about the ancient batteries? Are they even safe?
But I got a word. That works fine. This kind of battery looks big. I would rather you put on my arm first.
All right.
Yeah?
Use that. Put it harder.
So, having put himself on the line with no ill effects, Dr. Han agrees to jumpstart Scotty.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, I do feel it, totally.
What do you feel? Wow.
The top one is kind of burning.
Maybe you should take it off.
Take the top one off. Maybe it's the take it off. Yes, take it off. Ow! The top one started heating up. It's like started feeling like a needle being poked in further and further.
There was no harm done, but what did they learn?
I can see maybe using it as a torture device.
I think that it's possible that this is what they were using that battery for. I know that maybe it may not be used in this manner, but I really do think that people did use shock in muscles to stimulate them